Hey, what's up guys? MGH here. Welcome back to the MGH United Road to Glory. Now, we're 10 games in. We've got Chelsea up first and a bunch of games after that. Some really interesting matches. I've got highlights for you. It's a big episode of lots of games. And then in the next one, we shall be in the transfer window. I've got an idea of something that I want to do, but I'll discuss that later. Enjoy the highlights and I'll catch up with you at the end and we'll look at the table. We have 10 games to get through. We're on 10 games played. We're going to finish today's episode on 20. And as I said, first up, we have Chelsea, who have been unbeaten so far. 0 losses in the first 10 games. Surely we can give them their first loss at the United Arena, right? We will soon find out. I had a very strong lineup. Perez in behind Thomas, of course, Gordon on the right side, and what a cross that is on the outside of his left foot, over to Barrett. What a save from Mendy. I noticed, and you'll see later in the episode, they didn't have Kepa in goal. He was at Manchester United. Not very often you see a Chelsea player go to United. The only player to ever do that is Mata, I believe. But anyway, back on track. Pulisic has just scored. He's ran over to a very rough-looking Potter. He looks much better with the beard, didn't he? Pulisic, though, what a goal that is. After a mistake from Omobamidele, and they were absolutely pelting me, guys. Chelsea were so good. They've got a couple of players I don't recognise, one of them being this Mercado guy. Yeah, he could be a regen, he could be a new gen, or he could be a player that I just don't know. And they've signed him, and he's flown up in the ratings. But Pulisic makes it 2-0. Yeah, just a really tough game. I wasn't able to get anything going. I had a header there with Thomas, which was a comfortable save in the end. A cross coming in here, though, and again, unable to score the header. But thankfully, this time, Barrett was there to pull one back. But it really was against the run of play. Although it looks like I was getting a lot of chances, I really wasn't, guys. This is just the main bits I had. You could argue I could have rescued a point here, but it was one of those matches. Chelsea were just absolutely dominant. And then in the last moment, Thomas! Oh my God! What a goal! I'm not going to say who this reminds me of. You guys know exactly what I've got in my mind right now. A certain goal by a certain player that used to play for Arsenal. What a moment for Captain Thomas against Chelsea, arguably the best side in the Premier League so far this season. And what a replay, by the way. Look at this. This is the replay I'm given. It's all right. I've gone into the actual game and got the replay myself. It's just, oh, what a moment. A diving header. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, it's obviously Robin van Persie when he was playing for Netherlands. And it's just one of those diving headers that I will never, ever forget. And I tried to match it, clearly, with Thomas. But anyway, we're moving on into the next game, and it is at Anfield against Liverpool. Now, one thing I want to say, you've got to remember, in a road to glory, when you're 4, 5, 6 seasons in, the usual big teams, the usual best teams, don't always stay the same. So just remember, okay, I'm not saying I'm going to win this game. I'm not saying I'm losing this game. I'm not giving it away. But it doesn't mean that Liverpool, oh, it's going to be a loss because it's Liverpool. What you've got to remember is they make so many signings. They lose players. They buy players. And sometimes even the big teams become rubbish, you know. We've somehow managed to score from a very acute angle. I don't know what happened here with one of the best goalkeepers in the world, Alisson, but what a header from Durand the Giraffe. Barrett, just enough power on the shot there. And Alisson made the save and it just went through him. It is a little bit unfortunate, but then number 8, brand new signing, Bellingham. Is this going to happen in real life? I've heard that Liverpool are no longer looking to try and sign him because he's just too expensive. But he does score for Liverpool, in game at least. Nunez as well, what a player. He is impossible to defend against in FIFA. He's so quick, so strong. And he almost got a goal there. And now we've got more defending to do, and he does get his goal. 2-1 in the 80th minute. They had Ousmane Dembele as well, and he was proving to be an absolute nightmare. Really difficult game, but we managed to rescue a point against Chelsea. Can we do the same again? Gunther is through on goal, but the German just strayed offside. It wasn't very close if you look at it again, but the full-time whistle went. We've lost 2-1. But do you know what? Liverpool didn't impress me that much. I think if we could do that game again, we might come out on top. It's just one of those results, you know? But now we move in back to another home game against Leeds. Hunter on the ball, plays it into Perez, who runs into trouble, but Barrett picks it back up. Here is Durand. He passes it over to Gordon. He obviously came from Liverpool. If only he could have had a shot like that against Liverpool and maybe it would have gone in. It's been saved by the Leeds goalkeeper, who was saving everything. You know what it's like. It happens every now and again when the goalkeeper you're up against just turns into a prime Oliver Kahn or Manuel Neuer or whoever. And we eventually, in the 19th minute, concede our first chance. Leeds were doing nothing in this game. It's so annoying, isn't it? Oh, it does my head in. But thankfully, we've had a bit of a favour here from Aronson, the American, just sliding in from behind and raking down the back of one of my players' legs. I can't remember who it was. It was Barrett. Look at that. Left foot right down his leg. It's a red card, instantly sent off. And now we have an advantage. But this goalkeeper, Clayson, whatever his name is, on fire. Every single shot. Look at this, another save. Just blows my mind. This is the best one. How? How are you saving that? It still doesn't compute as I'm watching this in my editing software. How has he saved that? And then it was time for Holloway to make a big save as well. Still 1-0 down, even though we've got the one-man advantage. And you're seeing Barrett here doing Panenka crosses. What's he thinking? We give it here to Perez, who whips it in, and it's gone to Mara. What a turn, what a hit. And finally, the goalkeeper is beaten. But similar to the goal we scored against Liverpool, where it's hit the keeper and gone in, it was a decent attempt to save it, just not a strong enough hand. But Mara does pull one back. And now, guys, you know what's coming. In the last few moments, with that extra man advantage, we've got a chance to try and win the game here. And the keeper, again, just... I need to sign him. I need to sign Clayson. He is the one. Look at this. What? How? I don't understand, guys. And it is yet another draw. 3 wins, 6 draws, 4 losses, 15 points, -1 goal difference, 13 games played. We sit in 12th. I mean, it's not awful. You can see Tottenham were there right above us, and actually we're playing against them next. Harry Kane with 10 goals so far this season, and they've signed Emi Martinez in goal. I don't obviously want to say it's a big deal because he was good for Arsenal for maybe 1 season. He was just at Arsenal for so long, though, so it's weird to me. And apparently, that could be happening in real life. Apparently, Tottenham want Martinez next season. I don't know how much truth there is in that. It wouldn't surprise me. But then again, surely Martinez would want to go to a Champions League club. But then again, if you've got a player like Harry Kane up front, you can watch those kind of goals go in, week out on the pitch. I mean, Harry Kane, when he's in this kind of position, he's just unstoppable. Even with his left foot, look at that. Why can't my goalkeeper turn into Clayson for this one? I hope I'm saying that guy's name right, but Tottenham were absolutely brilliant here. And it's one of those moments where I'm laughing going into the game thinking, haha, look at Tottenham, they're mid-table, they're rubbish. Terrible challenge from Harry Kane there. Probably should have been a red as well. But they really showed me up in the game. 2-0. I've got a chance here from a free kick. I've just decided to smash one, and Emi Martinez produces a great save. He makes a bit of a mistake here with a pass straight out to Gordon. I thought I'd try and chip the Argentinian, but nope, that was never going to happen in a million years. And we go into extra time here, and Tottenham will be keeping a clean sheet, a 2-0 win. And we needed to win that one because any teams that are near us in the table, we want to try and beat those teams. Beating the big clubs is not my target right now. I can beat the lower rated teams, right? Like Nottingham Forest. But when coming up against teams in 10th, 11th, 14th, 8th, you know, those are the kind of games that I really, really need to be winning. But Nottingham Forest were pretty good, actually. A shot coming in here, saved by Holloway. Very good save. We got a yellow card with Wilson there. It was a bit of a naughty challenge. And we've got Gordon on the ball here. No, sorry, it was Qureshi with the cross in to Thomas. 1-0 up on the stroke of half-time in the added minute that the referee gave us. So we do take a lead into half-time. They almost pull one back here. Holloway with good reactions to save the shot and then jump on top of the ball there. But we could not hold on. Nottingham Forest equalise with less than 10 minutes to go. It is just typical, isn't it? It really is. Call me Draw FC. That's all we do. We just draw games. But do you know what? A point is a point. We could have easily lost it. We could have maybe won it as well. Either way, we've got some good news here. I didn't think we'd be able to achieve this financial goal of almost £75 million through shirt sales, but we've done it already. How? That's incredible. We're just a newly promoted side, and I'm guessing Thomas is selling a lot of shirts. But yeah, that's really good news, and my manager rating did quite well there because of it. Now we're up against Southampton, and somehow they've signed Leroy Sané, who apparently got punched by Mane after Bayern lost 3-0 against City. I'm talking about in real life, of course. Yeah, something to read about in the coming days, I guess. But have you ever seen a 6'7" striker like Onuachu do a flip like that? Have you ever seen that? I haven't. Sane was running the show, though. Look at him. Just quality. The ball through to Teller, who's killing it at Burnley in real life. I hope he gets to move to Burnley permanently. I think that'd be a great move for him. And seeing them in the Premier League with him would be really good. But we're 2-0 down against Southampton, and clearly they're going to be a very good team this season. This is what I was talking about earlier with the big teams not necessarily always being as good, 4, 5, 6 seasons in. And then you have teams like Southampton, who we've scored against here, but they have clearly done really well in the transfer windows, and they've signed some great players. How have they got Sané? How? And how have I not scored there? That was the equaliser. Very, very annoying. Wait. Oh, I've missed a goal. Oh, I've just realised. Okay, I'm going to have to put the goal in. I will try my best to remember in just a moment. I'll put it at the end here. But as I'm watching the timeline here, I've just realised I've missed a goal. We did actually get a draw there. That's just an editing error. Sorry about that. I'll show you it in a minute. MGH United against Everton now, though. Everton not doing so well this season, despite having such a strong midfield of Onana. I think they had a couple of other players in there that are just really tall and physical. Tarkowski in defence as well, of course. Thomas with a good strike just over the bar there. Very unfortunate. A free kick coming in off the bar, and then he just decides to leave the replay. Why? And then we get through on goal here, and the pass is just a little bit too late, just milliseconds too late to release Gordon, who was offside. Still 0-0. Lewis Hall over to Hunter, back into Lewis Hall, and it's a great save there again. Second half now. Oh yeah, Kondogbia. They signed Kondogbia. He was a menace. So quick, so powerful. He puts it through for Sorloth. And that is 1-0 to Everton. The bad results just keep continuing, guys. What can I say? Lewis Hall now picking out Barrett. I've seen the run from Thomas in the middle, and what a great goal. Another header from Thomas. This is the thing. He scores every type of goal. He's 6'3", so he's really good in the air. He's really good with the ball at his feet. He's got a really powerful shot. He's got everything. And guess what? He can provide as well. Durand is through, and I think we've won it with just a few minutes left on the clock, and we haven't missed this goal. What an important goal this could be. We're obviously going to celebrate it like we've won some sort of trophy. I hate how the game does this every time. Every time you score in the last few minutes, they make it like it's a World Cup final. But really, really good result there, and we are moving on into the next one. We're going to Selhurst Park to play Crystal Palace. Not an easy game. I don't like Selhurst Park. It's such a difficult place to go. They've still got Patrick Vieira. I think they could do with him in midfield. As you can see here, we are doing quite well at the start to keep the ball in that midfield area, pass it forward. Here is Durand after that huge moment in the last game. He started this one. Over to Hunter here, passing it inside to Thomas. What a beautiful goal that is. So well worked. It felt like every player was involved. You might not have seen every pass, but yeah, we just played that around so nicely. And then Holloway has to make a huge save from Daka's shot there. And now we've got a free kick, and I really need a left-footed free kick taker, because Thomas from this angle, it's not really the most likely one to go in, is it? Very, very decent attempt, but too easy for the keeper in the end. And now Crystal Palace in the second half with 20 minutes to go. What a ball over to Llorente. One of the best career mode players over the last few years. He is quality. He's so quick for a midfielder. It's rare that you see that. And he's found himself in a great position. He beats Holloway, and that is yet another equaliser. Oh, look at that. We're dropping points again. What a shame. At the moment, anyway. We have a great shot from Qureshi, which is saved. And then the cross comes in from the corner, and Omar Bamadeli makes it 2-1. And he kicks the ball in the net and then falls over, just as you do. But this is a great header, just completely unmarked, really powerful, near post, goalkeeper, no chance. Now, I wanted that third goal just to wrap this game up. And we got it. Thomas with, again, another different type of finish, just finessing it into that bottom right corner. And we have got the 3 points. It's another World Cup celebration, guys. But now it's time to sort out Villalba's contract as we near the transfer window. I do not want to lose him for free. I know I've dropped him recently. I haven't been using him so much, but I will continue to use him until he's gone. Unfortunately, as we delegated it, he didn't want to sign an extension. So what's the point? I'm just giving you more money and you could still leave on a free. So, of course, we've gone in to negotiate ourselves. He's on 11,500 right now with 7 months to go. So we're going to offer him a 1-year deal. I thought about a 2-year deal, but I didn't think he'd sign that. So we're going to go with a 1 year. No release clause needed. And I know he wants big money here. We're going to have to at least double his wages. So here we go. We're going to try and bring it down a little bit to 20,000 with 140,000 as a signing bonus. And he says no, he does want a little bit more money. But the thing is, he's pretty much a club legend at this point. So I've offered him actually more, but reduced the bonus. And there it is, 25,000 per week with 50 grand up front. Villalba is here to stay and he will be playing. Don't worry, guys. He's not dropped permanently. It's just when Perez came in, I really wanted to get used to him. He's going to be the future, you know. And Villalba, for sure, is not going to be a future player for us. And what a start here against United. And there, that's Kepa in goal. And again, I think I'm right in saying that Juan Mata is the only player to ever go from Chelsea to Manchester United. And now Kepa has followed suit. And Manchester United do score here. It's a sloppy goal to give away. And I give away another penalty. A sloppy penalty. Again, I'm just making so many bad decisions in the box. And just like that, not even at half-time, we're 2-0 down. It's not looking good, is it? Szoboszlai scoring the penalty, but we have got a chance to break from a corner. Thomas is through on goal. There's no one stopping him. And then we're going to just tidily finish it into the bottom right corner on the stroke of half-time. We're back in the game. Let's sip some tea. And there we have it, guys. A goal back. And now into the second half with 15 minutes to go. Mara is through on goal. I should have passed it. I should have squared it over to that right side. I absolutely hate myself sometimes for doing things like that. I was angry, actually, as you can tell. Just sliding in from behind with our new signing, Thomas. Instant red card, obviously. But Manchester United were just too good. And although they're not winning the title, they're not actually, I don't think they're even in the top 5. They're still a quality side with great players. Anthony was a nightmare. Rashford came on and was really difficult to play against. And ultimately, Erik ten Hag has got one up over on us there. We will try and beat them next time. And there's Branthwaite looking a little bit disappointed. It is what it is. But now into the final game of this episode. It's Crystal Palace again. A big chance to maybe get a win and finish the episode on a high. Perez through on goal here. And that is such a great assist. And I decided to start Tito Villalba in his usual cam role. And he scores straight away. It's an instant impact from the player that was dropped. And I feel bad about it. And just take a look at that. I mean, it's absolutely class from Villalba. 2 goals in this first half. Just one more and we will jump to result here. Absolutely destroying Crystal Palace. And we get a chance to poke it through here for Barrett. And it is a 3-0 lead. And just like that, guys, we are ending the episode on a high for sure. It's going to be a 3-0 win. And let's have a look at the table. I'm pretty happy with things right now. Honestly, I'm happy. I'm happy with that. But in the next episode tomorrow, there is going to be a signing that I'm looking to make. It's a position that I think we've needed to adjust for a little while now. You guys probably have an idea, but I will explain all in tomorrow's video, which I'm actually about to go and film now. So, yeah, I will see you in tomorrow's episode. And it will be a big transfer window and we'll be making a big signing, hopefully, anyway.